Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Tanvi Taneja, coming up in the next 30 minutes. Azerbaijan Airlines passenger jet crashes near the city of Aktau in Kazakhstan. Authorities say 32 people survived the crash. Russian Defense Ministry says it conducted a massive strike on energy facilities in Ukraine that support the work of Kiev's military-industrial complex. And Christians celebrate Christmas with religious fervor across the globe. In Kazakhstan, a passenger plane crashed near the city of Aktau on Wednesday after veering from its scheduled route. 62 passengers and 5 crew members were on board, of which 32 have survived. The plane was flying from the Azerbaijani capital Baku on the western shore of the Caspian to the city of Grozny in Chechnya in southern Russia. President Ilham Aliyev cut short a visit to Russia, where he had been due to attend an informal summit of leaders of the Commonwealth of Independent States. The Kazakh Transport Ministry said that of the plane's passengers, 37 were from Azerbaijan, 6 from Kazakhstan, 3 from Kyrgyzstan and 16 from Russia. Kazakhstan said that it had opened an investigation into the crash. Russia conducted a massive strike on Ukraine's energy system and cities in its northwestern region with cruise and ballistic missiles on Wednesday. A statement from Russian Defense Ministry said that Ukraine's critical energy facilities that support the work of Kiev's military-industrial complex was targeted. Furthermore, Russia also claimed the control of Vidrozhenia in eastern Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said earlier on Wednesday that Russia had attacked Ukraine's energy system and some cities with cruise and ballistic missiles plus drones. Shifting focus to the Israel-Hamas conflict now, the Israeli army said on Tuesday it had concluded that military operations in southern Gaza likely led to the killing by Hamas of 6 hostages in August. In late August, after troops found the 6 hostages' bodies in an underground shaft in Rafah, Israeli military conducted gradual and cautious ground activities but had a circumstantial influence on the terrorist decision to murder the 6 hostages. Netanyahu said at the time that the 6, Carmel Gat, Eden Yerushalmi, Hirsch Goldberg Polin, Alexander Lobanov, Almog Sarusi and Ori Danino were executed with a bullet to the head. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum campaign group responded to the army's statement by calling for action to bring back all the remaining hostages. On to Syria now. In the aftermath of Assad's collapse and the new regime in control, Syrian armed groups have agreed that they will dissolve their command and consolidate them under the Defense Ministry. On Tuesday, the new Syrian leader Ahmad al-Shara reached an agreement with former rebel faction chiefs in this regard. A statement from the new administration announced this development. The ministry would be restructured and will also use former rebel factions and officers who defected from Bashar al-Assad's army. However, representatives of the US-backed Kurdish-led forces that control swathes of Syria's northeast were absent from the meeting. South Korea's suspended President Yoon Suk-yeol defied second summon for investigation over martial law on Wednesday. Yoon, a former prosecutor, also failed to attend a hearing he was summoned to last Wednesday, giving no explanation for his absence. The Corruption Investigation Office is expected to decide in the coming days whether to issue a third summon. The officials are also expected to ask the court to grant an arrest warrant that would compel Yoon to appear for questioning. Yoon was stripped of his duties by Parliament on December 14th, 11 days after his brief declaration of martial law in the country. Yoon faces impeachment and criminal charges of insurrection that could see him jailed for life. He can even face the death penalty. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited central state of Madhya Pradesh on Wednesday. During his visit, Prime Minister Modi laid the foundation stone of Ken Betwa river linking project at Khajuraho. more than 23 years after the project was first conceptualized. The project is expected to benefit 4.4 million people in 10 districts of Madhya Pradesh and 2.1 million in 12 districts of Uttar Pradesh, which jointly form the water-scarce Bundelkhand region. It will also provide irrigation to about 1 million hectares of farmland. The Prime Minister also released a commemorative stamp and coin marking the 100th birth anniversary of former Prime Minister of the country, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited an exhibition during the foundation stone laying ceremony of Ken Betwa river linking national project in Khajuraho. Speaking at the event, Prime Minister Modi hailed the efforts of connecting rivers across India. He also congratulated the people of Madhya Pradesh for the Ken Betwa river linking project.
आज हमारी सरकार देश भर में नदियों को जोड़ने के अभियान को गति दे रही है। केन बेतवा लिंक प्रोजेक्ट का सपना भी अब साकार होने वाला है। केन बेतवा लिंक प्रोजेक्ट से बुंदेलखंड क्षेत्र में समृद्धि और खुशहाली के नए द्वार खुलेंगे।
India's Home Minister Amit Shah on Wednesday dedicated more than 10,000 newly established multi-purpose primary agricultural credit societies, MPACs, dairy cooperatives and fisheries cooperatives to the nation. Minister Amit Shah also distributed registration certificates, RuPay Kisan credit cards, KCC and micro ATMs to the newly formed cooperative societies. These financial instruments are designed to provide village councils with easy access to credit services and promote financial inclusion so that the rural population can avail the benefits of the schemes.
मित्रों, आज अटल जी की जयंती के दिन पर और 100वीं जयंती के दिन पर आज 10,000 नई बहुउद्देशीय पैक्स, डेयरी और मत्स्य सहकारी समितियों का शुभारंभ होने जा रहा है। ये सिर्फ योग नहीं है। संविधान में 97वां संशोधन अटल जी के समय में ही आया और बहुत समय से कोर्ट हाशिए में पड़ी सहकारिता को अटल जी फिर से चर्चा में लेकर आए और आज अटल जी के जयंती पर ही हम 10,000 नए पैक्स, डेयरी और मत्स्य सहकारी समितियों का शुभारंभ कर रहे हैं। वो हम सब के लिए आनंद का विषय है।
The Indian Defence Ministry launched an app and website Rashtra Parv on 25th December, which is celebrated as Good Governance Day. The Secretary in the Indian Defence Ministry, Rajesh Kumar Singh, unveiled the app where Indians will be able to buy tickets and passes for national functions such as Republic Day Parade and Independence Day celebrations in New Delhi. This will not only be efficient and easy, but also convenient for Indian citizens.
I'm very happy to announce today that the Defence Ministry has launched this new website and mobile app for giving our citizens information about all the national festivals that are being organized by the Ministry of Defence, such as Independence Day, Republic Day, Beating Retreat, etc. The website and the mobile app will have will give them complete convenience and information at their fingertips when it comes to all details relating to these national festivals, parking arrangements, ticketing or pass arrangements, details about the tableaus that have been selected.
In Uttarakhand, in a tragic accident, 4 people died and 24 others were injured when a roadways bus fell into a ditch at Amdali near Bhimtal in Nainital district today. 21 injured have been referred to a higher centre. According to the information received, the bus was going from Pithoragarh to Haldwani. On receiving information about the accident, the rescue team reached the spot and started the relief and rescue operation with the help of local people. You're watching DD India Live, still to come on the show. Syrian church hosts first post-Assad Christmas Day Mass amid safety concerns. And Britain's royal family attends Mass on Christmas morning without Prince Andrew.
Age of artificial intelligence. New strides in semiconductors. Pushing the frontiers of space. Watch Reflections 2024, Science, Technology and Space, only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I am Tanvi Taneja. Taliban has termed the Pakistani airstrike that killed 46 civilians in Afghanistan's eastern border region as barbaric, stating that the strikes targeted the Barmal district in Paktika province. This attack marks the latest escalation in hostilities between Afghanistan and Pakistan, with tensions rising since the Taliban's takeover in 2021. Relations between the two nations have been increasingly strained, with Pakistan accusing the Taliban of harboring militants. The Taliban government spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid confirmed that Pakistan bombarded 4 areas in Barmal district, killing 46 people, including women and children. While neither Pakistan's foreign ministry nor military has commented on the attack, a senior Pakistani security official claimed that the strikes targeted terrorist hideouts using jets and drones and killed at least 20 militants from the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP). Violence that engulfed Mozambique after the country's highest court confirmed the ruling Frelimo party presidential candidate Daniel Chapo as the winner of a disputed October 9th elections killed at least 21 people. Mozambique Interior Minister Pascal Ronda told a news conference late on Tuesday that a wave of violence and looting was sparked by the court's announcement a day earlier. He said it was led by mostly youthful supporters of losing candidate Venancio Montlane, who received 24% of the vote, second to Chapo, who got 65%. 78 people have been arrested so far and security measures have been tightened across the country. Tensions were high in the country ahead of the Constitutional Council ruling on Monday, and violent protests started immediately after the announcement was made. And next, some updates on the Christmas celebrations across the globe. Britain's King Charles, joined by Queen Consort Camilla and members of the royal family, attended the Christmas Day service at St. Mary Magdalene's Church on the Sandringham Estate. Among those present were Prince William, Catherine and their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, along with other royals, marking the festive occasion. Syrian Christians attended Christmas Day Mass in one of Syria's oldest churches, Lady of Damascus Church, on Wednesday, the first since the fall of Bashar al-Assad, in what can be seen as a litmus test of the country's new Islamist rulers pledging to protect religious minorities' rights. The morning service went smoothly with chorus of hymns filling in the historic church. Germans too are celebrating Christmas with much fanfare. Now, right on time for the festivities, German retailers have shown their latest numbers. For many in the industry, holiday sales are their most important sales. Lars Holter is with Deutsche Welle and joins me from Berlin now. Lars, what can you tell us?
Thanks for having me. Well, let's just say it's not much of a holly jolly Christmas. Things could be better for the German retail sector. The mood among business leaders has dropped from 23 points to just over 22 points in the most recent survey. That's according to the economic experts at the IFO Institute. Now, what's behind those numbers? They're pretty much saying that retailers are less optimistic about their business in December than they were in November. And looking ahead, the optimism for the first months of the new year has also dropped a bit. Recent numbers weren't all too bad for retail sales in electronics and appliances, or those make popular Christmas gifts. Food spending is up, also not surprising since many Christmas traditions in Germany are food related and people tend to consume more calories over the holidays. But there's retail heavyweights like home improvement stores, furnitures, vehicles and such that have seen shrinking demand once more. Many retailers are saying that both the number of customers and the amount they spend were down.
And Lars, were these weaker numbers expected or are they somewhat surprising?
Well, obviously, with the economy going as it has been, and that's been weak for a while, nobody was having any illusions of great sales numbers and high profits. But I guess hope dies last. So it seems that many retailers had been rather hopeful for a stronger uptick towards the end of the year. They are now saying the last 4 weeks, the Advent period leading into Christmas, was definitely less busy than expected. And just looking at the numbers for November and December, one of the major retail trade groups is expecting sales amounting to $121 billion euros. That would be 1.3% down over last year. And that's quite a drop off. As for next year, expectations are mixed. Some retail economists are saying they're worried about geopolitical events and uncertainties and how they will affect consumers, while others are saying that with Germany hopefully working its way out of the recent economic crisis, income and wages will likely rise, leading to more spending too.
And so there is reason to be optimistic for 2025?
Yes and no. Obviously, if Germany finds a way out of the doldrums, if we're seeing the broader economy strengthen, then we're also seeing more spending. But there are other problems too, including a lack of workers, which is one problem retailers have been mentioning more often. Stores need to be staffed, salespeople are needed, and there are many unfilled positions all across Germany. Some retailers aren't seeing lower sales as the main threat to their existence, but actually staffing issues. So this is definitely another problem that needs solving.
Thank you, Lars. Lars Holter reporting from DW Berlin. Now, in Delhi, Christmas celebrations at the Sacred Heart Cathedral have brought people together to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, creating a sense of unity, joy and spiritual reflection. Local worshippers show their excitement, eagerly participating in the various events and traditions that mark this sacred time of the year.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Yes, it's Christmas time and today is 25th of December. It's a Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm here in the capital at the Sacred Heart Cathedral where people from all walks of life have gathered to celebrate this joyful, colorful and vibrant festivals. People have all decked up. They have come here from all parts of the city and the prayers are going on inside the church right now, but the spirits of the people are really high.
Union Minister JP Nadda and BJP MP Bansuri Swaraj also gave Christmas wishes.
A very Merry Christmas to everyone, wishing you a year full of joy, prosperity, peace and may it be filled with unbridled happiness.
मेरी क्रिसमस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ और यहाँ मैंने भगवान से प्रार्थना की कि हम सबको सभी समाज के लोगों को मंगलमय रखे और इसके साथ साथ सद्भाव के साथ देश सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास, इस मंत्र को लेकर प्रधानमंत्री जी के इस मंत्र को लेकर देश आगे बढ़े.
In fact, children have also dressed as Santa Claus, and for obvious reasons, because they expect a lot. This is a time where they expect a lot of gifts from Santa Claus. They think that Santa Claus will come and give them gifts.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'm very, very excited. This is my first time visiting a church. So yes, it's nice.
My name is Spiwe. I come from Zimbabwe. I'm so excited to come here to celebrate Christmas. All I want to say is that Merry Christmas to you all.
It's very exciting. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
They request their parents, they request their families. In fact, this is that time of the year when families gather in unison. They celebrate this festival. They eat, they pray, and they go out for shopping. And this is that time of the year when you can see decorations all over the place. Here also, at the Sacred Heart Cathedral, the decorations are very beautiful. You can see a very beautifully decorated Christmas tree and also decorations everywhere. People are coming here and lighting the candles. The spirits are really, really high in the capital. Also because it's a bright sunny morning. The weather is very beautiful. People are coming out of their houses to celebrate this. And certainly, Christmas is celebrated all over the world. And people exchange gifts. And also, charity takes place all throughout the month. So it's a very, very beautiful time here in the capital where people have gathered, people are celebrating this. They are distributing cakes and celebrating Christmas with much joy and fervor. With camera person Vish Bandhu, this is Siddharth Bharadwaj reporting for DD India in New Delhi.
And Christmas is being celebrated with joy in capital Aizawl and other parts of Mizoram. Churches organized special services this morning with prayers, hymns and sermons. Devotees gathered to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ in a spirit of love and peace. Festive decorations and community feasts added to the celebrations. And now let's bring you some sporting action as well. Indian pacer Jasprit Bumrah on Wednesday became only the second Indian bowler after Ravichandran Ashwin breached the ICC's 900 test rating points mark. Bumrah, who is currently the top-ranked test bowler, achieved 904 rating points. He is now level with Ashwin's best, which he achieved in 2016 during the test series against England. Overall, Bumrah is the 26th player to surpass the 900 points in tests. Among current cricketers, Australia's Pat Cummins reached 914 points in 2019, while South Africa's Kagiso Rabada attained 902 points in 2018. Australian captain Pat Cummins has confirmed on Wednesday that batter Travis Head would be available for the Boxing Day test against India, which is scheduled to start at the Melbourne Cricket Ground on December 26th. Head was at the risk of missing out on the fourth test after suffering a quad strain during the third test in Brisbane, but the batter successfully passed the medical test. The Head leads the scoring charts at the moment, having amassed 409 runs in his 5 innings at an average of 81.8 and with 2 centuries, while Sam Constas and Scott Boland will come in for Nathan McSweeney and Josh Hazelwood respectively. The Indian contingent has concluded their campaign at the Asian Youth and Junior Weightlifting Championships on Wednesday in Doha with a rich haul of 33 medals. India's youth lifters in the age group of 13 to 17 years led the charge by winning 21 medals, including all 7 golds. The junior lifters in the age group of 15 to 20 years added 12 medals to the tally. The 16-year-old Joshna Sabar stole the spotlight on the opening day, competing in the women's youth 40 kg. Joshna swept 3 gold medals with a total lift of 135 kg, setting a new Asian record. Payal and Sanjana won 5 medals. The championships featured competitions in 40 categories, which included 20 each at the junior and youth levels. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola refused to blame only Erling Haaland for the club's poor run ahead of their match against Everton on Thursday. Guardiola said that the club's dismissal run is down to the whole team and not one player. City has secured just 1 win in the 8 Premier League games. Their current streak coincides with Haaland scoring just twice. But the coach was unable to pinpoint a single reason for their poor run. He was optimistic of a return to form in the near future. Guardiola is still uncertain if John Stones, Matthews Nunes or Edison will be fit when City hosts Everton. Sao Paulo confirmed the signing of Brazilian midfielder Oscar, who returned to his boyhood club following 8 seasons in China with the Shanghai Port. The former Chelsea star and Brazil international signed a 3-year contract until the end of 2027. Oscar began his professional career at Sao Paulo before joining International and then Chelsea, where he won the Premier League, Europa League and the League Cup. Oscar left Chelsea for Shanghai in January 2017. It was one of the Chinese Super League's biggest signings and reportedly for one of the most lucrative contracts in world football. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday extended his warm wishes to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and people of Israel on the occasion of Hanukkah. Taking to social media platform, PM Modi wrote, "Best wishes to PM Netanyahu and all the people across the world celebrating the festival of Hanukkah. May the radiance of Hanukkah illuminate everybody's lives with hope, peace and strength." And finally, let's take you to India's Srinagar, where the Dal Lake presents a stunning yet chilling sight with parts of it frozen solid. Take a look. That's all for this edition of DD India Live. Do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. Connect with us on our different social media handles at DD India Live. And you can also download our DD India mobile app for quick news and updates on the go. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. We'll be back with more news as it breaks air on DD India. I'm Tanvi Taneja. From all of us here in New Delhi, thank you for watching. Namaskar.